The iconic Marx Toys 6-inch Apollo astronauts. 1970. Never included in any play sets. I believe they were vended individually from counter boxes. They may have come in a box set. I know I had all 6 poses when I was a kid. Destroyed them. All will have, or at least all the Marx produced examples will have a 1970 production date in Roman numerals stamped onto the base, along with another notch. Not from the 1960s. After Apollo 11 became a hit, Marx went for it. So 1970, and then starting in 1972 or 1977, depending upon whose literature you're reading, Marx issued them in 60mm form, first here in white, with a couple of extra poses. These would have been found in white only in the Giant Martian Landing play set, followed soon after in either 77 or 78 by the Star Station 7 play set, which only had the figures in orange, which I've always suspected was a response to Star Wars. The orange TIE fighter pilot costumes. And then finally in 1979, the Galaxy Command set featured the astronauts in both orange and white. From reading at toysoldierhq.com, come to learn that there were 12 poses in all. The 60mm reduced sizers are pretty faithful to the sculpting on the 6-inch figures. And it was only when going through them the other day for a related project that I realized, wait a minute, I don't have Suitcase Guy and don't have him in either orange or white, and so I lined them up here. I've got a few duplicates of them as well, but as we can tell, I'm also missing the sample bag guy there in white, and Walker, you can trust me, Walker, in white. And there would also be 2 of these figures, I believe in one color or the other, in Giant Martian Landing in white, and then I guess in Galaxy Command maybe it varied from box to box, but a ring hander so that they could carry this damn box nowhere. It's an impressive little idea though, but I'm missing a few poses here. I would definitely want a whole complete set of each, and so we got busy. 60mm with suitcase, matching that gentleman right there, but in smaller size and in white. Here he is out of his bag, and my eye went immediately to how he has textured terrain on his base, as does the full-sized one. A different shaped base. There, a full-sized one that has some rounded edges. This has one squared off. And regardless of what year they were released in, these will all have the 1970 production date on them as well, which is, I guess, the year that Marx would have patented the form rather than the year that they were pressing out the toys. Although I'm not sure, but I am pretty positive that 1977 was the debut of the 60mm whites, and then 1978 in orange, and if you're like me, you gotta have a whole set. So scratch that one off, and next we gotta find white examples of, there he is, sample bag guy and Walker from Point Blank with John Borman. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I got out this guy too, again in this never-ending quest to help people be able to distinguish the difference between a Marx spaceman and a MPC spaceman. Marx 6-inch Apollo astronauts on either side, 5.5-inch MPC spaceman in the middle. 1963, 1964, or 1970 for the white guy are years. And as you can tell, the MPC spaceman has on a skin-tight flight suit with some sort of a crash helmet. His oxygen tanks would be strapped on separately, and he's armed, which is another interesting point. None of the Marx spacemen made after 1958 or so carry weapons. All of them are unarmed. And the MPC 5.5-inch spacemen, carrying their weapons was a big part. Their equipment and their weapons was a big part of the appeal with them. So no pressurized EVA suit like the Marx figures are wearing, and he's packing.